Before we hear from our next couple of speakers, with those who plan to present donations to the American Legion Charities and Veterans and Children Foundation and the National Emergency Fund, please begin gathering backstage center area. Our next guest is a former lieutenant in the United States Navy. She has led large-scale marketing transformations in major organizations in the consumer products and the healthcare sector. She holds a bachelor's degree from the Harvard University and the MBA from Duke University. She is currently the Chief Marketing Officer for Centene Corporation, an organization committed to quality healthcare accessible to all. By a recent email vote, the National Executive Committee authorized the Legion to enter the exciting agreement with Centene that we are about to hear about. It is my honor to introduce Suzy DePrizio.
Thank you for such a lovely introduction. It is so wonderful to be here today with so many fellow veterans. I've been out of the service longer than I was in, so I don't get that many opportunities to spend time with my military family. As mentioned, I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for Centene, the nation's leading provider of Medicaid and other government-sponsored health care. Our purpose is to transform the health of the local communities we serve, one person at a time. At Centene, we are honored to help nearly 3 million military families and veterans access high-quality and affordable healthcare services that are designed with the military and their families in mind, like our WellCare Patriot Plan for age 65 plus Medicare-eligible veterans and our supportive TRICARE beneficiaries through our subsidiary, HealthNet Federal Services. Centene also employs more than 2,000 veterans, was recently recognized as a Best of the Best top veteran-friendly company by U.S. Veterans Magazine for the 4th consecutive year, and was named a Military Times 2022 Best for Vets employer for our efforts to recruit, retain, and support current and former service members, military spouses, and caregivers. With such a strong focus on recruiting veterans and a purpose-driven culture of service, it's no surprise that I wound up at Centene, although I could not have foreseen this when my career path started more than 30 years ago. Like many of you, military service runs in my family. My father served in the Air Force, my older brother in the Navy Reserves, my younger brother in the Air National Guard, and 2 of my 5 sisters on active duty in the Army. Also, no doubt like many of you, I was motivated to serve not only by a sense of duty and service that my family instilled in me, but also by the opportunity the military afforded to further my education. A scholarship through Navy ROTC allowed me to attend my dream college and further not only my formal education, but started me on a lifelong path of learning about leadership, camaraderie, discipline, resilience. Once I graduated from college, the Navy opened up the world for me. Before I received my commission, I had never been outside of the US. Then, in 9 years on active duty, I had assignments that spanned 4 continents. I completed 2 UNITAS deployments circumnavigating South America, where I got to see every major port city. But before that, as a brand new ensign fresh out of college, I landed at Narita Airport in Tokyo, headed to my first assignment as the officer in charge of a personnel detachment in Atsugi, Japan. Standing at baggage claim in my sweats, my hair up in a ponytail, looking, let's face it, a bit rough after 13 hours in coach on a commercial flight. After about 20 minutes, a gentleman approached me and said, "Are you Ensign Feskins?" So Feskins is my maiden name. Yes, I am. "Oh, I'm Senior Chief Gimotao. I'm so sorry. I've been searching the crowd for the past 20 minutes. I saw you, but I just thought you looked too young to be our new ensign." So, not quite the illustrious start to my first assignment that I had imagined. So, in hindsight, now with 30 more years of experience, I can only imagine how young and how green I must have looked. And I can only say, thank you, Senior Chief Gimutau. The countless junior officers that poor man had to train over the years. I like to think that I was one of the better ones. As the officer in charge, I was accountable for making decisions, and I recognized the importance of leading decisively and confidently, but I also recognized that I needed to approach my role with humility and a willingness to learn from my team, especially my senior enlisted advisors. I had to be comfortable asking questions, admitting what I didn't know, and asking for help. And I was so fortunate because my senior enlisted advisors were incredible teachers and mentors who never failed to step up when help was asked. This idea of creating space so that it's okay to ask for help and being ready to offer help when asked is why I'm so excited to be here today to announce Centene's new partnership with the American Legion, and that Centene will be a key sponsor of the Legion's Be the One campaign aimed at reducing the rate of veteran suicide. Our two organizations each have a deep commitment to improving access to mental health care services for our veterans. This mutual focus makes us the right partners to shine a spotlight on this critical need, and I couldn't be prouder and more excited about the opportunity to combine forces in support of this important initiative. If you attended yesterday's Be the One symposium, then you heard that it's estimated that between 17 and 22 veterans or service members take their lives each day. That's more than 6,000 annually. The rate of suicide for veterans is more than 50% higher than that of non-veteran adults. The Be the One campaign focuses on destigmatizing asking for mental health support, providing peer-to-peer support and resources in local communities, and deploying FDA-approved therapeutics to help veterans to identify mental health issues and find resources for support. Through our partnership, Centene will work with the American Legion to drive awareness of Be the One at targeted events and promotions around the country. As both a veteran and a military spouse, I'm also married to a Navy submariner who served for 21 years. I have seen and experienced firsthand the stress of military life. And like many of you, I lost a teammate and a friend to suicide. That's why I'm so proud to represent Centene here today to announce this partnership and our support of the Be the One campaign. And that's why I'm drawing on what I learned from Senior Chief Gimutau all those years ago about creating space so that it's okay to ask for help and being ready to offer help when asked. It's why I'm personally committed to be the one to destigmatize talking about mental health and make it as okay to talk about mental health as it is to talk about physical health. To be the one to ask the veterans in my life how they're doing. To be the one to listen when a veteran needs to talk. To be the one to reach out when I see a veteran struggling. As National American Legion Riders Chairman Mark Clark said recently, we can save a life if we take the time to do so. Be the One is more than a slogan. It's a commitment that our organization has made. Now's the time for us to act because each one of us can be the one. Are you ready to be the one? Will you show your commitment now by getting out of your seat and standing with me? Thank you so much for your attention this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.